I got the recording going. Oh, this is fun. Ugh. This is actually, I think, my first like semi-serious debate where I actually had prep time. I did this once before for like a debate for Nock versus Yami, but the dude just never showed up, and I'm still holding on to my statements and proof. Just sad. I couldn't use them. No, side point. Who do you think is stronger? Out of curiosity, like pre Lucifero fight, like Spade arc, Nock or Yami?
Wait, so
Before the Devil
pre
Heart, Yami, pretty much.
Oh, so is it like
Before
is it
Spade,
like
like
also end of Spade?
I would say it
Knock
would
versus pre?
be. I would say pre
Or
like Spade invasion.
knocked. I'd go with
Nock. All right, yeah. The only reason
yeah.
why I say that one is because like the Devil Heart and like the fight with them made him seem very even. So at that point, it's just
Yeah.
like, you can
Yeah,
literally go either way.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why in my tier list I gave Yami a slight edge, just because like the dominational fight he had the help of the Black Bulls is like, to be fair, he also has like, yeah, no, you guys are weaker, I'm stronger bullshit scale magic. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
wild.
Like the reason why I think that if you go like the first or pre-invasion Noct versus Yami is that like Yami is like around like he's stronger than Devil Armasta, but they're
Yeah.
like still pretty comparable. Whereas Noct can like low diff even stronger Devil Armasta who has like full stamina.
Usually the way I go about it is you have like the fact that the Asta with Devil Arm and Yami, like they're both struggling, fighting together a 80% Dante. Though I will
Yeah.
admit, if it wasn't for his regen, like we both know Yami would have slammed, like he would have destroyed him. But we
Yeah,
see,
he scales above
yeah,
Dante, but the
but we
regeneration.
see a much stronger Dante at like not looking like shit
Well,
to knock.
actually, I'd say that Yami scales above Dante with Death Thrust, but
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like,
without it, he's like
yeah,
struggling with it. So
definitely,
it's like, but they're still pretty like yeah.
yeah.
They're,
But
so
like,
I
so
think he'd still have a rough time with no regeneration, but
yeah.
if you land a Death Thrust, it's pretty much GG's.
But the way I see it is because like with the knock fight, knock was just standing there, just like, no, I could. He's like, this guy is nothing to me. He ain't shit. But I can't beat his hacks. It's like I'm just gonna pester like Jack for a minute, and be like,
Yeah.
hey bitch, you want to do something? Huh? I thought you cut everything, huh? Huh? It's just, it was such a weird point in the manga. It's like, hey, do something. God damn. So yeah,
but when it comes to the Buu argument, as I was saying, like I don't think like super strongly about it. Like I do think Kid Buu wins, but it's not like I think that because like there's on both sides of this argument, there's people who
yeah,
think like you're stupid, like either way. Whereas like I do think there's a lot of evidence for
hmm
both sides. Like like there's just like like especially because Buuhan when he gets enraged, like he's actually like pushing Vegito.
yeah,
But on the other
exactly,
hand, you also have a bunch of statements of Kid Buu being stated to be the strongest.
definitely. So
Um,
I want
yeah,
to say real quick, when it comes to this debate, regardless of what happened, I said this like earlier, like off like before. That's why I want to say it here. Regardless, it's like a 50-50 or whatever you want to interpolate, because there's a lot of contradiction. Not only is there a
yeah,
lot of contradiction stating, Buuhan is the ultimate in scans, which I'll show later in the debate. You also have like all the weird, like this one is my favorite to just look at, be like, this is the purest, evil, absolutely most powerful, ultimate Majin Buu. It's like, bro, like, how many adjectives you had to like get down there? Like, did he have a quota there? Like, shit. So, and that's why I wanted to get my one friend who speaks Japanese, like, look at that line. Sadly, I couldn't find the actual, like, dialogue and kanji there, because it's just like, they ain't no way it sat there in Japanese and went, purely evil, ultimate, absolutely most powerful, ultimate Majin Buu. Like, shit, man. I feel like they just tried to say he was the strongest, like, 10 different ways. That feels like some type of, like, shenanigans right there, in my opinion. But yeah, you also like here's some like one of the weird statements. Remember Boo Tanks?
yeah.
There's like a statement that he is the mightiest Buu that like ever existed, or like
Yeah.
the ultimate Buu of all time, like all existence. So there's just like this right, yeah, right here for you to witness the birth of the most powerful Daijin of all time, past, present, and future. And it's just like shit.
Yeah.
Now is
That's
Buu
when
Tank's
Boo
now
says
the
it himself.
strongest? Yeah, exactly. And he
But
has the
also
memory of his
that
past.
he also doesn't consider Kid Buu himself though.
I would have to debate that, but I'm just saying like inconsistency is like all over the place. That's why I say it's like 50
There he
fifty.
is. I would agree that it's not. It's one of the. Also, I mean, it's
Yeah,
Dragon Ball for one. So
it
and it's
is
also the
Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball Z anime, which
Even
is even
worse.
like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I want to ask um, so you think Buuhan slaps? You don't think it's close?
No, I
And
think it's a complete slap. It would be, and I will explain unless you want your
does
point
that
to
mean
be explained.
you think just regular Super Buu is also stronger than Kid Buu?
I think that's more contentious. But you gotta remember, I think Buuhan is massively stronger than normal Super Buu. Just for the fact that you straight up have, it's just it depends on how you want to like assume absorption work.
Mhm.
If it's like normal fusion, holy shit, that is not a debate at all in my opinion, because you know X time B, how Potara fusion works, and the same thing
Yeah,
with the other
I
one.
don't. I think
If it's
it's
just additive,
seems to be more implied that it's additive
yeah, yeah,
because
that's how I think it is.
um yeah, because like oh, some random person's calling me. I don't know who that is.
All right,
You can leave a
fun.
voicemail.
All
Um,
right, hey, I'm here to
uh,
contact you about your car insurance.
oh my god. But so yeah, so like the reason why I think it's additive, not like exponential, is because like you got Super Buu and Ultimate Gohan, and
Mhm.
then he absorbs Gotenks and Piccolo, and like yeah, he's definitely stronger than Gohan, but Gohan can still actually put up a fight too.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I think it's additive. So I
I
yeah,
do
Ultimate
agree.
or Buuhan is stronger than Super Buu, but if Buuhan is just Super Buu plus Goten plus Trunks plus Piccolo plus Ultimate and Gohan, then he's really not that much stronger.
I
Like
mean,
it's
with
not like many times, not dozens of times. It's
yeah,
like maybe more a little bit more than
like
two times.
yeah, like maybe like 5 time max. But even then, that could be a massive amount too. Especially, I don't have like the statement for it, but I so like it's up to you if you want to take this now. But you heard how it was stated Gohan is the strongest non-fused fighter.
Is there a scan for that?
Shit, I don't have it, so we don't have to use it. So
Okay.
this is
So
like
I mean,
stuff that's like mostly commonly accepted, and there was like a statement
yeah.
for it. I just couldn't find it. It was
Yeah,
hard enough for
and
me
I
to
get
find the
that,
basic one, but that's fine if you don't want to
but I
take it.
think even if there was a statement for that, I think that's pretty like
Well, I'm just
heavily
saying that
contradictory.
is a testament of how much stronger he would become absorbing Gohan, in
Um,
my opinion, at least.
well, so yes, he gets a lot stronger. I don't think it's that much because in the fight, like, yes, Ultimate Gohan is stronger than Super Buu. It's pretty clear,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like Super Buu isn't at least like low relative to Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah. And we do.
So like,
What do you think? Bootanks is relative to. I mean, not Bootanks. My bad. I mean, Gotenks relative to Super Buu, or you think it was like Super Buu was holding back too much?
yeah, I think they're pretty, yeah, they're relative to him.
So I want to bring this up. Is now this is a concept we see Akira Toriyama do all the time. Are you familiar with the Super manga and anime production at all?
The production of it.
Yeah, like how Akira Toriyama like has a hand in it.
Oh yeah, like I know that he works with Toyotaro for the manga, and
So
then the anime staff like uses like his notes for the
yeah,
anime.
so pretty much he makes notes for both the anime staff to and the manga to go off of to do their own thing with it. And we do know from like the boost. I mean, not I mean the Goku Black Saga. You remember Muruzamasu?
Yeah.
So we do know from his statement the way he scaled these character is he said that character is equal to 2 Super Saiyan Blues. Like it would take 2 Blues to be able to fight it, which we see in the manga and the anime, which is what he always takes. So we
Hmm.
know that like the way Toriyama thinks is level of power. Like you see this in statements too, where I can show you some scans. It's like you remember the Vegeta one, like Vegeta might even be stronger than the Super Saiyan 3s or the Super Saiyan 4s. It's like this general realm of power. And I would definitely say the way Toriyama scales or something like that. Either you're within that tier or you're like a couple people in that tier. So you would say Super Buu is around Super Saiyan 3 level, and then you have Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 level. Boom, Ultimate Gohan is kind of putting up a fight with that, a little bit struggling. And he's like fighting two
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 3s in one pretty much. So I would say like Gohan is definitely a good
Oh,
like maybe
I get what you're
1.5
saying.
that. Like he's a good bit stronger.
I think that Ultimate Go or I'm sorry, Bootanks is clearly stronger than Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah.
But it's not like
I
it's not
say
like Bootanks can just blitz in one shot Ultimate Gohan.
yeah.
Like Gohan can still put up a fight. And that would then mean that Buuhan is like again like yes he's a lot stronger, but it's not like this massive like huge
Two-time, yeah.
gap of like yeah. So I think like you said it's 5 times. I think that'd still be
Oh
too
no,
high.
I meant like Bootanks. It would be like 2 times. I say it at most 5 times if you
Yeah.
want to do shenanigans. I say anywhere between like maybe
No, like,
like
I'm
3 to
fine with
5.
like Bootanks being like 2 times because if you could say that like Bootang or Gotenks as Super Saiyan 3 is pretty comparable to Super Buu.
Yeah.
So if using
I
that's like twice,
and then my
but
Buuhan is stronger than that, so I say at least 3 times, anywhere 3 to 5. I don't see it being more than 5 personally. You want to like put that
yeah,
hard number.
around 3 roughly
Yeah.
is like not bad, but yeah. So like that's one thing is that because a lot of people will argue is that Buuhan's like hundreds or thousands of times stronger
Now,
than Super Buu.
there is a fair argument to that though, for one reason. And that depends on how much stronger you think Super Buu is to Goku, because Potara is straight up like A time B.
Yeah, I don't think that Super Buu is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Oh, interesting. All right, that's a
Yeah,
way to debate another time.
um,
That's fine. I ain't gonna debate that. It's not really mute.
Yeah.
So the fact that it does it's a competitive fight with base Vegeta, and he has to do a Super Saiyan to like dominate. I say that is telling a lot, depending on how you want to take it. With like say you want to take the 8 time B statements of Potara, he is massively stronger. Not even
Well,
close.
so I think that I think that the difference is that they're like Goku gets a lot stronger throughout the Buu saga. So like when Goku fuses with Vegeta to make Vegito,
Mhm.
that Vegito is yes way stronger than that Goku.
Well,
But then after the fusion, Goku is a lot stronger.
yeah.
And
Well,
so like
I
what do
want
I
to
say?
get into that because I'm you're gonna go with the post Potara like buff that like I think Seth was the one that introduced that argument, or at least where I seen it.
Well, Spatara or like
Yeah.
just Zenkais are
Yeah,
fighting,
exactly.
very strong
So
characters like Buu, which can make them stronger.
I
Yeah.
just want to say real quick that like how much stronger he got is a bit of a mute point there in terms of like the pre-fusion, of course, because yeah, no, you got to remember. I got like scans like when, bro, Buuhan was so much stronger than Goku and Vegeta. It turned Vegeta into the Brawly Vegeta, where he was just a bitch. He did not want to fight that. He's like, yeah, no, we're dead. Like, huh? Like we even see them constantly stating like, yeah, no, there's nothing we can do. I'm gonna post it. Like, yeah, no, they cannot fight. So there is a massive gap between like Buuhan and just normal Goku and Vegeta. The point where Vegeta won't even
Oh
try to
no,
fight.
yeah. I'm not arguing these versions of Goku and Vegeta are
Yeah.
that stronger. It's after because while they're
But-
fighting in
Well,
Buuhan, or I guess it's at,
we're kind of
in-
just
if they're while they're fighting in Buu's stomach,
yeah.
Goku fights Ultimate Gohan, and it's stated that that Gohan is as strong as Ultimate Gohan.
Yeah. By the way, you got the
And
statements for that?
yeah, I'll show him in a sec.
Yeah, let's see it.
After I finish my point. But
All right.
and so Goku is fighting him in base, and they're comparable. And then once Goku goes Super Saiyan, he one shots Ultimate Gohan. But then, of course, because of the way it works in Boo's stomach, he just keeps getting back up.
Yep.
And on top of that, there's a statement that says Goku, because he's small, is only at 1% of his power.
Yep. Well,
So
no, I don't have the state. Do you? That statement might be important because I believe that also.
I'll get this.
Yeah.
I'll get the statement right now.
Well, the reason I'm bringing that up real quick is I believe the same thing is said for Buuhan. So, like, everyone inside of them are relative to, like, their size and their, like, original power?
I don't believe it says that because there's a statement that says that like Gohan and Gotenks and Piccolo are as strong as themselves, whereas it's stated
Yeah.
that Goku is like at 1% power. I
I
think that the difference could be that is that Buu is creating like
yeah.
these are like the conceptual like creations of Buu's imagination of like Gohan and these
Yeah.
characters, whereas Goku and Vegeta were compressed by Buuhan to make them smaller. So I think the difference is that Goku and Vegeta would be nerfed because they were actually affected by the like the craziness of Buuhan's stomach,
Yeah.
whereas these are creations of Buuhan, so they wouldn't have to be nerfed because they're like a part of Buuhan. But I'll find
Alright.
the scans of
Yeah.
them being like those
Yeah,
powers.
if I take that. I
But
do remember that
yeah.
there was also the same scan state and the same thing for Buu. Like, Super Buu himself being also diminished while inside of him.
Do you
Oh,
do you
I
have
don't
that? 'Cause I
no,
haven't
I
seen
don't have
anything
I
like
every
that.
time I saw that scan was with the one you're talking about, so, like, if it's not the same scan, then, like, shit, I lose on that one then. That's fine. Um, but I will wanna say this as, like, a mute little argument, which is, can we confirm that was Ultimate Gohan in his ultimate form? Because we later find out Ultimate is a transformation, not just a, base power like we used to think. That
Yeah.
could potentially
So
be base Gohan.
yeah, because basically Goku wouldn't need to like struggle at all against him if it wasn't Ultimate Gohan.
Well, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure the Saiyans are pretty relative in base. And that's why when he goes Super Saiyan, of course, he's gonna be massively stronger than him, and it would make sense to deal with a one-shot like that.
Yeah, but so the reason why I would say it's definitely likely it's Ultimate Gohan is for one, Goku's impressed.
Yeah.
For two, if Goten and Trunks fuse to go their full power, it wouldn't make sense for Gohan to be the one out of all those three that are just like not going their full power.
Alright, alright. Real
'Cause
quick, so
they're trying to stop Goku and Vegeta,
alright.
so it'd just be weird that like Gohan's the only one that's nerfed.
So,
I'm still looking for the statements
you
though.
know, that's fine, take your time. I wanna say, even though these are a good point about, like, showing that Goku does indeed get stronger, I
Yeah.
feel like we're a little off topic. Like, I ain't saying, like, your fault, we're doing the same thing. Um, now we wanna do this, like, Buu versus, Kid Buu. And usually, why do you think exactly that Kid Buu got stronger in particular after like after losing all the fusion? Because if I take the statements right
Oh,
here,
yeah.
we see directly it is stated that Buuhan, let's see right here, from the looks of it, upon destroying the pod that confined the fighters, Buu energy diminished. And it's like here, Buu arranged to finish off Goku and Vegeta, but upon the Saiyan Vegeta ripping the other Buu, his power diminished. We got like two different statements and two different scenarios talk about how it diminishes power by
Yeah, well
taking out
that's
the fusion.
so yeah, that's basically reverting Buuhan to Super Buu.
Yeah, well,
But
no,
when
right
Buuhan
with the
when
fat Buu would be Kid Buu.
huh?
The fat Buu would be to Kid Buu, which is also diminished in power. It said.
Well, yeah. But then it actually says in the because I see a manga scan here, but in the anime, it says that when Buuhan or when Kid Buu was absorbing the Kais, it was making him weaker. And then in
Oh,
the
okay, yeah, I get
anime,
that.
when Super Buu is converting to Kid Buu, they were saying that he's getting stronger.
Yeah, I got that from the anime, and I think that's gonna require some context there. So let me like pull up what you're talking about. All right,
Okay, I
mm,
found the first statement for the 1% power. I'm just finding the other one. It says,
yeah,
okay, I found it. It says that they are, and this one's from the Daizenshu,
yeah.
Daizenshu 10.
Oh, wait, huh? What are you using the Daizenshuu out here for this?
One of these is from the Daizenshu, yeah.
Now, one thing I want to question is the Daizenshu, like, because there is statements from the Daizenshu that just straight up, like, Buuhan is the mightiest of it. So, like, are they referring to the anime or in the manga or both?
Well, these would have to be referring to the anime, like these specific ones, because
Yeah.
this only happens in the anime.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because I'm
Yeah,
gonna be honest, that's gonna have been like
yeah.
an easy GG gun. Oh, your source dies Zetsu? Boom, they support me. That would have been hilarious. Let's see, Buu is immortal, undead, in contrast to power. Well, right here, it does say the power of Goku and the others. Others, so, I don't know, he did say others equal Vegeta. But the thing is, plural, I don't know if that's a mistake on him, or that's the translation.
So I will say, like, it's, so either way, let's say, if that is true,
yeah,
that it, like, even Gohan is nerfed, which I don't think so, because the other one says that Gohan isn't nerfed, but that would still mean that Super Saiyan 1 Goku can one-shot Ultimate Gohan.
Well, I want to say at least Super Buu is nerfed there. That's the one I just want to stay by.
Yeah, but why would he be nerfed?
Not Kid Buu. I meant to say Super Buu, the one inside.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah.
Well,
why would he be nerfed?
Well, I said, like, again, I don't have the statement, so I guess I can secede on that point and take it. But like I said, just for the sake of saying it, for anyone who was wondering my point, the statement did say the same to him, which will show that, you know, they're kind of relative to Kid Buu right there. Not Kid Buu, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, Super Buu. Shit, I don't know why I get... God, too many boos, alright? So many boos without the B at the end. God damn it. My worst nightmare, but, yeah. But I want to say right here, the statement about the Kaizorpin right here. So I got it right here from the sub, Crunchyroll sub, which is a bit more consistent than the anime dub. I think we can agree with that. Do we want to take the sub over the dub? It's pretty similar. It just, okay.
Dub is more. I mean, dub will be most of the times will be the same thing, but the subs can be more accurate.
Well, you gotta remember with the fact that Dragon Ball is a bit of a special case where they have more loyalty to change, especially back in that time period.
Back then,
yeah. So the little Majin Buu now is the very first most difficult one then, and then he says right here, yes, his heart, which through Zorpin had led, has allowed his power to even be reduced. Now this is like the context of after he absorbed all the Kai. And we see what throughout the absorptions of the Kai. Shit, I don't think I screenshotted that. I should have. But you remember how he just like absorbed that one and became like super buff Buu?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he very clearly had a power increase. And it's like, and then after he absorbed the fat Kai, that's when he became gentle. That's when he became Fat Buu, where it's very clearly, right there at that point. Is where he became reduced in power through the goodness of all the Kais he absorbed overall. And so yeah, I think it was like one of the two of the Kai didn't like reduce his power. I think it acted as a normal addition. You could say not by much. I will take that. But when he absorbed the final one, that's where all that good culminated. Especially where we found out later on that one fat Kai is like very important. Like he's very, very good. And that's like the main one screwing him over.
So why would the fat Kai nerf him, but not the other Kai?
We directly see, like, if you want to, it depends because when it was written, we do find out more information about the fat Kai later. Do you want to take that or no?
From Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah, I don't think you want to take it.
I don't know. See, like, I think that you could use like Dragon Ball Super to like go back to the manga,
all right,
or like Kai, but like the Z anime, it's really hard to actually correlate the two because
and it doesn't help that Super didn't cover the moral arc where the information of the fat Kai did, because in the moral arc we see that straight up like the fat Kais can just take over Buu at any point and he can like influence him. And like it's including his power, like we see like a massive skyrocket in power. But like I said, like it was talking about the goodness that was changed. Do we agree with that? That's the context. Like it was the goodness of the different Kais.
I think that the Kais affected him so that he was more good.
Yes,
but also I also think that they nerfed like each of like when he took the stronger like buffer Kai, that also weakened him because when Super Buu was like transforming to Kid Buu, he got stronger.
Yeah, but when he would de-transform into Kid Buu, we first see him go through that buff state. which you could say we don't see the Kais in his inner world, like where we see like Fat Buu, for example, and all the other fighters. I could argue there that they've been in there for so long they got absorbed permanently, and that's what he was blowing off. He was like purifying himself with that steam when he was angry to get rid of the Kais.
Yeah,
It's because the
but
only
then,
time
like,
we ever seen him like do the steam like that is either A, he's angry, which he definitely was, and second, it was when original Fat Buu purifying himself of the evil is separated.
yeah. So I think that the thing that supports like the both the Kai's weakening Boo
Mhm.
is that after this too, yeah, sure, you have the statements of this is the most dangerous Boo. But then you also have several statements of Kid Buu being the strongest,
Yeah,
and you have the fact that Ultimate Gohan is stronger than Super Buu, and Super Saiyan Goku can one shot Ultimate Gohan,
yeah.
and yet even as a Super Saiyan 2, so twice as strong, he's struggling against a Kid Buu that's holding back, and then as a Super Saiyan 3, he's equal, but only for a bit because then his stamina runs out.
Well,
And
I would say I
so,
don't think that's a anti feat for like Buuhan or especially Vegeta though. Like yeah, he definitely got a lot stronger. And I will say you could argue Super Saiyan 3 Goku could have potentially been stronger than Gohan Ultimate Gohan before the fusion because we see the fight with Buu-tanks. Gohan's getting his ass clapped. Then Goku came in and he's actually putting up a better fight than Gohan by a decent margin.
mm,
Like we seen they're crashing back and forth. Like Goku got the drop on him and actually injured him. Where Gohan is just running away like he's running away from dad with the belt. He can't do shit.
yeah, but so like, if we go back to like what we were talking about earlier, is that like we both agreed that like Buuhan was not that much stronger than Super Buu,
Mhm.
but Ultimate Gohan is stronger than Super Buu. Super Saiyan 1 Goku is stronger than Ultimate Gohan. And then if you go Super Saiyan 3, that's an 8 times multiplier, which is more than the 3 or 5 that we both like said would be like around that level.
Well,
So
and
that
at
would be
that point, I say it could be just been we were definitely could be definitely wrong on that since the other interpretation was like a fusion type way of it. Like I said, going off of how Vegeta works, Vegeta, which is
yeah.
like
So
is
like
a
if
time
it
B, which
was
he would scale to that. And if it's more
if it
consistent with the narrative, what's going on, then that would be more correct.
if it was a fusion type thing though, then like Bootanks would have no diffed Gohan instead of like
He kind
Gohan
of
actually
did.
still being able to put up a fight.
I
Like
say he was
Gohan's
no
actually
dick
able
at
to put up a
Gohan.
fight.
I would definitely have
Not
to
like
re-see
so
that
like
because we know that
yeah, I'll find
Boo is as Super Boo. He's very sadistic. Like there's many times, like hell, even Kid Buu is sadistic as shit. Like yeah, Kid Buu could have killed Mr.
yeah.
Satan at
Well,
any
Kid
point.
Buu, he's also the most evil one and the one that
Yeah,
does hold back the most.
yeah, yeah. But
Um,
I just wanted to
I'll
say like
find
we seen the same shit from like Super Buu. Hell, like he's kind of like could have killed the Z fighters at any point he wanted, but he just like he was bored. He's like, nah, let's fight
yeah.
this. Let's have some fun. And then like the I honestly I would also argue that like he only becomes more and more sadistic as he absorbed the fighters, like with like Piccolo, Gotenks, and then when he became I think Buuhan had been one of the most sadistic, just because like bro, we know Gohan, we know he's a bit of a
So
sadist, so
this is a GIF where it does like again. Obviously, I agree. Gohan is weaker than
yeah.
Bootanks, but this is still Gohan actually putting up a
All
fight
right,
against Goten or Bootanks.
that is fair.
Um,
All right,
but like clearly, yes, Bootanks is stronger.
I will argue is it
Um,
was like see here's my thing right here. Let's take this for example with the Potara earrings with Goku. Right after Kid Buu, they went to throw in the Bataras like, hey y'all need to fuse. And Goku blatantly says right here, but after all, he ain't merge anymore. No, we won't need. I mean, no, we won't need this. Sorry, I had it back. No, we won't need this. And then after all, he ain't merge anymore, implying that because he is not fused with the other fighters, he's not as much as a threat, and that Potara is not needed. Like they don't need Vegeta to beat him. Vegito. And then we
what
also
episode
get
was this?
this was before the Kid Buu fight, but after the Buuhan fight.
I think that this is more Goku like speaking of like honor and fairness as a Saiyan because
That
um
is true, but at the same time, we do
yeah
see where I post older upper earlier, that like they look at
Mm.
Buuhan and just look at each other like, yeah, no, we have no choice. Like we will die. There is no fight. We will lose everyone we care about. We need this. And then later on, it's like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
like yeah, I would
Like,
agree is fairness. Like yeah, they could have just took the Vegeta route and instantly shit on him, like no diff. But
mhm.
that doesn't mean that he's the same level and he's just wanting to like fairness bullshit. No, it just means that he's more confident and like he has a far more confident to fight Kid Buu than he did with Buuhan for sure.
Yeah, but this is also a stronger Goku
Hmm.
because like as I was saying, he either, which I think it's more likely that he is at less than 1% power, but at the very least, he can one shot Ultimate Gohan as just a Super Saiyan 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be that if we think about it, if he is at 1% less than 1% power, that means like Goku at half of his base power could one shot Ultimate Gohan normally, which would signify a pretty big increase. And
Uh,
that's why I think it's more likely that he is talking about this Saiyan honor here. Because I think that was actually
yeah,
more like the context of the scene because they know just the chaos of Kid Buu anyways. And if they were trying to be like saving the universe like in the most like altruistic way, they would fuse anyway, so there'd be no threat. Because sure, they had their confidence of fighting Kid Buu,
yeah,
and they were still pretty much ultimately wrong because they had to resort to a spirit bomb, needed the Dragon Balls, and needed Hercule to actually step up and show why he's the GOAT.
yeah.
And
You mean Goku? Let's go.
yeah, so like I think based on that, it's more about the honor as a Saiyan of like Kid
Yeah.
Buu, he's not merged anymore. We're not going to either, especially because they're stronger now.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, side point. Can we just talk about how great Hercule is for getting the dub to just go Satan, Satan? Imagine being like a Christian boy watching Dragon Ball as a
oh
kid,
my
and your
god.
mama just like, "Hey, how's son? How you doing? Satan, Satan? God
Yeah.
damn it! They're coming for my children."
There are newspaper articles you can find,
Oh
in
my
like American where they
god.
talk about like Hercule Satan. It's funny as, and then like Majin
Oh
Buu is a demon and shit like that. It's funny as
yeah,
hell.
that is hilarious. That's great. But so I want to say this real quick, and that's like a counterpoint
Mm,
on why Goku potentially would have been able to one shot Ultimate Gohan there. Is we do
yeah.
know for a fact anything that is like made from like would you agree that the construct of those Z fighters were made out of Boo's body? Because I'm pretty sure we
Um,
see them warp out of his body, like he's creating them with it.
I don't know if they're made out of like. You mean like are they made out of the pink fibers?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
I don't know if it shows that.
Hmm.
Because it does talk about that these are like um things created by Boo's mind.
Yeah, mine out of his body though.
But I don't know if they're actually
Or
made out of
then,
his
or then,
body.
then if
I
it's
don't
just
know,
his
but
mind, like my argument is there is like, are we sure the durability is exactly the same? Like the speed and power and all that could be, but like we do know for a
yeah,
fact,
because
Boo has like, despite being as strong as Boo is, he has shit durability compared to his strength due to his regeneration.
so like in the anime, Goku's fighting Gohan, and he's like, "Wow, you punch just." He's like, "I know you're not him, but you punch just like him."
Yeah,
And that's after he takes like a blow from him. And then there's the data book statement that says that they have the same strength as the real ones. And
yeah,
that does imply durability if you can punch. If you land your punch and your arm doesn't break or don't take significant damage, that is showing like durability to it.
yeah. That is
Um,
true, but we do know for a fact with like Boo, his durability definitely doesn't like his like equal his strength by a long shot because of how easy he is to take damage. I mean, for the love
yeah,
of
but I
God,
also
Boo can
don't.
over here punch Planets apart if he really wanted to, and he's taking like borderline bullet damage.
Yeah, yeah. Buuhan's like, or I guess Buu in general. Some of
Boo
his
in general,
damage
that's
is
what I'm talking about.
inconsistent.
Yeah, and it's just
But
like because you could argue that he just never buffed his durability, has never need to.
yeah,
I
but
guess
so
you could
like
say.
in this scenario, if Gohan, this fake Gohan punches Goku, and his durability is way weaker than his AP, his arm would break,
Yeah. Hmm.
but it doesn't.
Damn man, that really
And
is. See,
typically like when it's like talking about strength
of characters or their power in Dragon Ball, it's usually like the all-encompassing, like,
Yeah.
all of your abilities. I think you would have a good point if it was just like this was just straight up Boo, but
Yeah, like the only
because it's
issue here that is like problem, like we do know like from the like statements about Vegito, like he is the pinnacle of power in that arc. Like the when he,
Uh, is there a scan for that?
so
Because like
we see that they call like refer to him as the right here the mightiest being in the universe. We got him like right here like even like he might be even stronger than the Super Saiyan 4s. Like mostly the Super Saiyan 3. I don't like the Super Saiyan 4 statement, but you get the point. Where he's always every time we get back to Vegito, he's always being like completely ranked off to be like this ultimate pinnacle of power. And I think
yeah,
right here I got it like greater than the Super Saiyan 3, and that's just in base. But it won't
yeah.
yeah, go on.
I'll let you finish your point. My bad.
Oh no, you're fine. Right here, huh? I got another scan. It's over. Ooh. Yeah, right here, another scan stating how he's more powerful than the Super Saiyan 3s by. Now this one's showing him like transform Super Vegeta, where the other one is showing him in his base as a reference, and the other one saying he might be stronger than Super Saiyan 4, and we see base Vegito. So I
Yeah.
do.
So especially for the Super Saiyan 4 scan, that like so are you saying that like Buu Saga Vegito as a in his base might be Super Saiyan 4 Goku GT level?
I don't want to take that, but I do want to say it is consistent with all the scans that Vegito is hyped up to be like the strongest in that arc, to be very impressive to the point that they're comparing him to other things in other arc, to the point where like Super Saiyan 4, the new hit rad strong thing, but is Vegito from Buu Saga is maybe he's just as strong as that, or even more powerful, because he's like the ultimate there.
Mm. So I get the point that you're trying to make, and I would think it's like an even better point if it just outright said that Vegito was like the strongest like in the history of like Dragon Ball Z or whatever.
Yeah.
The issue is that this is an episode summary that Vegito's in, and it's saying like in the episode he's the mightiest being in the universe. But then there's later statements saying that Kid Buu and Goku are the strongest in the universe.
Yeah. I want to see if we can find more.
So and then like again like so like this would be before or this would be yeah before Goku got stronger, and this is before Kid Buu. So, like that's why I don't think it's as convincing because it's just saying he's the mightiest in the universe, whereas you have other statements of Goku and Kid Buu being the strongest in the universe as well.
Yeah, there's also like data books that states Buu tanks to be the strongest. Let me like try to find that. I didn't have it saved. I had it the DM with my friend to translate it. So right here, and if you like, so I can send it, but what my friend said, it said Buuhan was strongest. Like here, first part says the most powerful demon.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're saying like like they're saying Buuhan
That's
is the
also a
strongest.
manga.
Shit, you're right. That was tough about trying to use these skins.
Yeah,
Because
that's the hard part.
yeah, definitely, because you don't know like which part applies to the like to the anime as well, and because you got that weird shenanigan with the filler shit. So that's why I said it's like, or I
Yeah.
asked you about you sure you want to use Daizensu's, because like Daizensu is pretty is what's really accurate about Vegito being like pretty much one of the strongest from that area, or the strongest in that area, with like calling him mighty is on the ultimate warrior, and then Buuhan is also getting like wanked up by the Daizensu's. Now, I don't have the statement here, but it is stated straight up that I think it was stated at one point. Kira Koriyama was like, "Yeah, no, the Daisenshi know the story better than I do."
He has said that.
Yeah,
I don't think that there's anything wrong with like the credibility of the Daizenshu.
yeah. I'm just
Uh,
saying, as a point, like it's a very credible source, but also you got some anime shenanigans, which is why, like, do
yeah,
you
I
think
think that
Buhan's stronger in the manga? That's my question.
so that's the issue is that I have not done as deep of an analysis, but I do think that at the very least it's a lot closer in the
Yeah,
manga, and I would lean toward it's more likely that Buuhan is the strongest.
especially since all these statements are kind of saying it in for the manga.
Yeah.
Because
When it
like
comes to the anime, I think it's Kid Buu.
yeah,
And that's why like I've been like trying to clarify
yeah, I know what you're
is
talking.
that it's just the anime where I think it like because it's a lot more contentious in the
The
manga.
main thing that's
yeah.
making it hard is that damn, like, that data book stating that, oh yeah, that that Gohan in Buu body was just as strong as the Ultimate Gohan. I was like, shit!
Yeah,
That's so bullshit, man!
I know.
It's such a hard one to beat, because like I said, most of my argument is about the consistency of it. For example, another statement claiming that Buu was like the strongest was like here after he got done beating up Fat Buu right here.
Yeah.
This is the purely shit. They did this a second time. God damn, maybe it's not a mistranslation. This is purely evil, absolutely most powerful
Yeah.
ultimate Majin Buu. Like shit.
Yeah,
I can't.
there's a lot of like statements saying that he's the strongest, and
Yeah.
that like once Kid Dude comes out, I said Kid Dude, Kid Buu comes out.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but
So the reason why I want to I have that one in particular is that is being directly stated after we get to see him beat the ass of another Buu, and like like Japanese is very contextual as a language, and the context
yeah.
there is he's fighting another Buu. There's two Buus, so it's like yes, the pure one is absolutely the strongest one. So it can be referred to of the purest Buus or like of like those two Buus, especially since you saw the fight right between have you recently
Yeah.
watched it? Because I like to get all these screenshots. I recently rewatched it all, and
I have
Fat
not
Buu.
recently rewatched that. But
Oh,
I've
okay,
seen
that's
it.
fine. But Fat Buu was borderline stalemate in Kid Buu. Even when Kid Buu was getting angry and was done with Fat Buu, he was still able to put up a fight. Like Buu did say, "Yeah, I'm gonna die if I keep fighting this," but it wasn't to the point where there was a massive gap in power. And we know
Yeah.
that Fat Buu right there, the one he is like being competitive with, is weaker than the original Fat Buu we saw, because when they split into like Good Buu and Fat Buu, because this is Good Buu right there, it stated that Bad Buu took majority of the power.
So another thing I have an issue with that too is that we know that Goku and Vegeta are still comparable, and if they're in the same form, and like at this point in the Buu saga,
Mhm.
and Fat Buu fights better than Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and that Vegeta would be above Ultimate Gohan. And
So I
since
guess
we know that,
you could stay there. All right.
so since we know that Buu can get crazy strong, crazy fast, I would just argue that like that Fat Buu, while he started off weaker than the original Fat Buu,
Do you want to say
got
that Fat
stronger,
Buu is
especially
stronger than Buuhan?
with the. I mean, hey, you see how crazy Fat Buu got in Dragon Ball Super?
Oh shit! God damn.
But
Oh no, man.
I mean, I'd have to rewatch it, but I thought that
Yeah.
Kid Buu was mostly toying with him, but
He was, but there was a point where he was getting pissed off, like wanting to like stop the spirit bomb a little bit.
yeah. To be fair, we also do know that I'll have to see if I can find the scan, but a data book says that like because of how the magic of like boos work when the two boos fight each other, like
They're able to hurt
they
each
can
other.
actually yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But
So I
like,
think that like a
I don't
mixture of those two things, of Fat Buu
yeah.
getting stronger and him having like that advantage over him is what did it.
I will say though, I don't think he was damaging Kid Buu, but he was like, and we do know
Like,
this,
not-
like in the statement we got Kid Buu. I don't think I screenshotted it. That is my bad, but it is stated that Kid Buu is like, oh, on a whole nother level, like his speed, regeneration, and so on and so on. Where he was like, sucking Boo's dick right there for the power scalers. It is very like that he is on a different level when it comes to all those factors of like regenerations and shit. So like Buu wasn't able to just straight up. I mean, Kid Buu wasn't able to straight up like annihilate or like one shot Fat Buu. But I don't think he was taking damage due to the fact that he has like far better regen, which is the point of the pure. Is like he's there's just a lot of oddities, and that's why I said context really matter. And it's hard to prove because like I don't have the original kanji to have translated, and it's like the anime added some weird new shit. Because I want to say this like not as a point, but just in general about like Kid Buu. It is very well known like the reason why he's the most dangerous because he's the most feral. He doesn't have any form of self-preservation. Like it's no less facts. Any form of self-preservation. So like he's more dangerous and unhinged. And we see this, like, the second he became Kid Buu, he just blew up the planet himself. He did not give a
Oh
shit.
yeah, no, I definitely agree. He's way more
And that's what I see, like,
chaotic and evil
yeah, and I think
as
that's why
well.
he's, like, viewed as the most dangerous and powerful, in my opinion, in terms of the narrative. It just makes more sense.
Mm.
The only thing that's
I,
really
I
screwing up the narrative argument is that goddamn scan with Ultimate Gohan.
yeah. See, that's like if all the statements about Kid Buu had just said dangerous or chaotic or evil,
It would have been,
I
yeah.
would be a lot more on the side of Buuhan. But a lot of them say, yeah, some just say just dangerous or whatever, but some say dangerous and
Honestly,
powerful,
I
and some
couldn't
just
see
say
it.
powerful.
All the one
Um,
I was looking at from the sub, it was just straight up power, like you're saying, like all of it, and that's what was
yeah,
really difficult because I know for a fact that like they were like fierce came from somewhere, like when being the most fierce and stuff like that was consistent in the Dragon Ball, and I just don't have the original kanji that these these debaters were using. That's what like really makes
yeah,
this difficult. Because that's why I want to say,
yeah,
like, because it would explain the inconsistency here, which I think you agree. There's a lot of inconsistency when it comes to the statements. And
yeah.
there's
I
two
think that
ways to chalk it up. Either because in the original manga, Buuhan was the strongest with the guides I'm showing you. But the anime decides, like, you know what? We're going to hype up Kid Buu. I'm a Kid Buu fan. I don't like Buuhan. I'm just going to make him stronger. And that could be what's going on. That would explain the inconsistency too, or the translating parts of what the manga said. And that's where like the liars are getting crossed while also putting in their own spin to make him stronger or hype it up. My one Japanese friend
yeah,
did say what doesn't help with Dragon Ball is known to just be like, oh yeah, the next guy is the strongest. Next time on Dragon
yeah,
Ball Z, they fight the strongest person, whoever is this. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we fight an even stronger
pretty
person,
much,
whoever is this. And it's like, shit. Like,
yeah.
Dragon Ball is not. I mean, Dragon Ball is 100% known to be hyperbolic in its statement. Obviously, I ain't gonna say, oh yeah, that's my proof that he's not stronger. Like, obviously, but
I
statements are
don't think that this a lot of the hype statements are hyperbolic.
yeah. I ain't saying
I
they
think
are. I'm just saying like it just doesn't help that Dragon Ball art is like that. Like, come on, look at
it
me in
has
the
a lot of
eyes. Yeah, just look me in the eyes and don't tell me this doesn't sound like bullshit. This is the most purely evil, absolutely most powerful ultimate Majin Buu. Like, god damn. I still can't believe that's
Yeah,
a line.
and I think that to like take a step back a little bit is the reason why the idea of Kid Buu or being stronger than Buuhan is looked at as, you know, controversial or stupid to say is because if you think about it, that's kind of bad writing to have.
Oh no, it kind of is,
Like, yeah.
but that's
So
only
like,
because of the anime adding in new shit.
oh yeah, yeah. The way that the anime staff made the Z anime for the Buu saga, to have Goku go from like you could argue, yeah, that you know Super Saiyan 3 Goku before all that he was around Ultimate Gohan level or whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
And then but then to have him like not that much longer later one-shotting him as a Super Saiyan while you know probably being at less than 1% of his power is
yeah,
fucking insane.
it is.
It's also like my issue with Black Clover's like power clipping. Like as cool as it is, like to say, oh, Asta's gotten so much stronger, but like to also
You
look
can
at
one
it
shot
from
a paladin in base and fight next to like
yeah,
at max power in base for
yeah,
Lucius.
yes, like
Poor
like it's cool as a power
man.
scaler. As somebody who's like also enjoys the narrative of Black Clover, I also think that the way some of the power progressing is for Black Clover is
Yeah.
bad writing. Just as I even though like you know I think Kid Buu stronger, I still think it's bad writing, and that's why
So
I do prefer the manga. I haven't read the manga in a bit. I actually want to do that during my
yeah,
winter
that'd
break
be
is
fun.
reread the Dragon Ball manga and watch the Buu saga and the anime. But
I
but
will
yeah, that's kind of my
say the ultimate conclusion here is, and this is what I just think, and this is why I say this is a 50-50 debate, is there's two results. Either you go with my result, which is like the narrative, where I try to explain everything narratively, and it does make sense narratively with how I explain it. Buuhan be stronger. It's consistent, it makes more sense narratively, it just fits. But if you want to be a power scaler with enough ROMs, then that's part of the fun. Like I do not. I'm definitely not the camp of someone like power scaler is stupid. No, that's not your job. You're taking the information the story's giving you. It's the story fault, if anything. So
Yeah.
if you want to take the feats, especially the goddamn anime, god damn you.
Well, and
Yeah, it would be Kid Buu, 100%.
yeah, and I'm gonna push back on what you said a little bit because like I think that like if you go by the narrative of the manga, you're a lot more right. But I think that because even some of the narrator statements say that Kid Buu is stronger, and that would be inherently a part of the narrative if the narrator is saying it.
That is true,
Um,
but I'm talking about like
so, but
narrative of the situation the statements are being put around.
oh, sorry, what'd you say?
I say it definitely like the narration of the statements, like the context of them. Like for example, like I said,
Hmm.
you have a very clear path of Buuhan, no, we're gonna die, fuse. Kid Buu, nah, we don't need fusion. We don't need that. We can beat it
Yeah,
with our own American strength. And then it's like, oh yeah, the Buu, like he got weaker when he absorbed all the Kais, and we only see him have a visible like reduce in power when he becomes Fat Buu, which is the last Kai. The other one, if you look at it, we see him powering up and becoming buff, strong, and swole. But he is over the fat one, and that's where like the combination of all of them, because usually the statement says like all the Kais culminating and all their good is what purified Buu a little bit to be weaker, and that's where it's like that was the final straw in the camel's back. If you like watch it again and see, it's like yeah, you can see that's what is being narratively shown. Is that it took the combination of all the like of the Kai to like sacrifice together, all their sacrifices culminated in their survival and like taming of this beast, I guess you could say.
see what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's to say like
Yeah.
there's a way to argue it narratively. It makes sense, and the reason why I'm so like a little iffy on the like the ultimate strongest like Majin Buu like statements is like you can't tell me that doesn't sound a little like shenanigans when it comes to like the translation though. So I really want to see the original one because I feel like there's some shenanigans going on there. I can't prove it, and I will admit that. But like I said,
Yeah.
but there's this
I
contradictory
mean,
statements for the Daizenshus and shit where it is a little weird when it comes to a narrative
it's
arc.
possible that that statement, or maybe some are, but I just have
Yeah.
a doubt that every single one of the
Oh, I
Kid
don't
Buu
think it's
statements.
everyone. No.
Yeah.
But I said that's
So
where you have like the narrative, like the fighters are now confident fighting him versus not at all with Boo. And then you have like, and the only way to really resolve that is you take like the outside source of like, oh yeah, that feat that Goku did versus Gohan and Boo. No, that's like the most insane feat we're gonna see the entire arc, my
yeah,
friend. You're about to
but
shit bricks.
so to push back on that point specifically is that yes, there are databook statements that are external sources, but there's still enough evidence just in the narrative of
Yeah,
the anime, like because Goku says, "You punch just like my son,"
yeah, definitely.
and also we know that Goku and Vegeta are weaker because they're
Hmm.
tiny.
Yeah.
So that does lean into the narrative in the anime that also
Oh,
it
I
does
will
support a
say,
crazy power
I
clip.
don't think we would
But
know they're
the
weaker when tiny if it wasn't for that scan. I just want to say real quick. Just for the fact
um
that we even see, like, hell, you could argue the fact that they're hacks as Vegeta. Like, they went in there as Vegeta, and Vegeta's, like, immune to, like, power notification for the most part. In terms of, like, being turned into candy, it didn't do shit to him. And you could argue that they just kept that benefit, but, like, anyway, I ain't gonna die on that point. I'm just saying,
yeah.
there's definitely was too many. I feel like this situation in the anime, there was too many hands in the cookie pot that wanted, like, Buuhan, or just to hype it up, or we want Kid Buu to be the strongest. This seems
Yeah.
cool without that shit.
Yeah. And like there's also like statements from Toriyama where he says that Kid Buu is the strongest, but then the way he answers it makes it like, oh well, if you go by that logic that Kid Buu's the strongest, that means that first form Frieza is the strongest.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
then
you're
you also
talking
have
about no, that wasn't him making the
yeah.
statement. So you're talking about.
Oh, it wasn't?
All right. So this is the it's in the Daizenshuu. I can find it later, but I can tell you the exact one since I remember it. A interviewer asked Toriyama, "Hey, I noticed that you make the smallest and like cutest characters pretty much like the strongest. Like what is that about? Like, and he said, for example, like you make them
Mm,
like, he mentioned Frieza, Kid Buu." and a couple other ones. So like, there's you can see this in Chuck video, and it's just like he kind of
Yeah.
in Toriyama didn't address it like, well, actually, Kid Buu wasn't. No, he just said, well, you see, I just tend to make the smaller character the strongest because I think it's just the version. So it's just a little writing thing. Like you don't expect
So
them to be
Toriyama
strong.
says I tend to make the smaller character the strongest.
Yeah.
That's what Toriyama says. Yeah, so
Pretty
that's what I
much.
was saying is like, because then people take that statement and say that Kid Buu's the strongest, but then
Yeah.
inherently that's not a good statement. But also, on the other hand, people take Koyama saying that Buuhan's the strongest, even though he also has two different statements saying that Kid Buu's the strongest.
Yeah.
But also I think that
That's why I think this is a fair argument on both sides, depending on which.
that I
you wanna
agree.
take.
That's yeah.
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 'Cause,
Like,
at
I
this
said,
point, I don't think we're
Buu-
trying to disprove each other. I think we're just trying to bring up the fact, like, yeah, there's a lot of statements for either or.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to come here. Like, I'm just having some fun, like, chill conversation. That's how I see it. Was disgusted.
Oh yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, same.
Especially after the crazy TikTok stuff going on.
Bro, right? Well, I don't know. Like, I've been around. That's why I was so surprised yesterday when you were streaming with Surfbone. My bad. I was surprised
yeah.
to see his ass. I'm not gonna lie. Because I've been seeing the power scaling community since like I think like high school, like freshman year or some shit. And I'm like 20, gonna be 23 soon. So I've been in this shit for a while, and so I'm just sitting here, it's just like, damn, man. And it's that Seth community I just like to stay away from. That idea of like like we're gonna debate for the sake of debate, even if I know I'm wrong and I just want to be right because I'm a better scaler than you. A good example is you've seen Seth, right? I would imagine so. Like his videos.
Seth the programmer?
Yeah, Seth the programmer. You know anything about?
Yeah, he's like the main reason why I started.
Alright, thought so. You remember when he used to make the omnipotent Kakashi debate?
Yeah.
The whole point of that was to prove if you can't beat this debate, then you're not worthy of debating me because you're not a good enough debater. So like he's debating on the like you can like debate even like like devil advocate because that's a fair thing, but when your whole purpose is just like I'm just like to prove like I don't care if Kid Boo's the weaker, I'm gonna show I'm a better debater than you and shit stomp you, and it's like I don't like that because like to me, I like the debate to prove what is like narratively. That's why I usually take narrative scaling because I think that's more consistent in what is the intention of the offer. Like if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'm fine with that. I don't mind that. That's why I tend to not debate things unless I'm like confident on it. Or it's oh shit. I was debating you on like the universal feat on Boo just for fun, and it's like shit. Why not? I do the debate with you.
And that's where I think I think we're kind of in like I'm in the middle of like author intent. Like I think author intent is important, but I also think that it is like a bit overhyped because authors are wrong about their series all the time.
As long as the statement isn't contradicted. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at like because there's different ways to look at like death of the author. Like
I think that is overused.
Surfbone said it that he doesn't think any author statement that isn't like officially published author statement or like an editor has gone through it's like an author statement in a data book, that's fair play, but an author statement on Twitter or like if they're in an interview or something, then you can't take those. I'm kind of in the mind of as long as their statement makes sense and you don't have to like go through a bunch of loops to make it make sense, then it can be taken. But if it's one of those things you have to do like a bunch of jumping through hoops to make it accurate, or if it just doesn't work at all, then you can throw it out.
I think a good example of this is like if they don't know about it too much, or for example, we got like one of the offer for the book Invincible, the comic series Invincible, stating he could be Superman. And it's like I don't know, I don't think you know what you're talking about there, buddy. Like, which one? Which Superman you looking at, man? You looking at the one that's moon level, or are we looking at like Superboy Prime over here?
Yeah. That's like that is one of the things with like death of the author is.
I think the only one that was
because they don't.
Oh, sorry, John.
No, you go.
I feel like
so sometimes we talk over each other.
Yeah. I think like the only one that was consistent like with the Invincible, because I don't know if you know this, but like the Invincible writers talk a lot of shit. Like, yeah, he beats Superman. He's like one point, he's like, no, he beats the Hulk. And that one might have some weight behind it. Because the author who said that for Invincible was also writing for Hulk at the time. It's like, oh shit. And this is like one of the most powerful Hulk, which is like Immortal Hulk.
Oh,
Shit,
yeah.
man, we might have to rethink Invincible scale. I just want to say that real quick. But yeah, there's like instances like, yeah, when he spoke on Superman, that's definitely offered. Like, he doesn't like clearly know that much about Superman, or he's not able to like have a 4D on that. But this one with Hulk, like, shit, if he's writing for both, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna tell the author of 2 series which character from the
Yeah.
2 series is stronger. But yeah, go on.
Honestly, don't remember exactly what I was saying.
Oh, sorry, we were talking
Um,
about definitely offer and like what
no,
is fair and not.
yeah, no, it wasn't a major thing, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna bring up an example where as a Tabata statement that contradicted the series, just to show that like authors,
Oh shit, he
can be wrong,
contradicted
but I
the
can't remember
series.
what it was.
Dan, usually he's very
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, he is actually like pretty consistent.
yeah.
But also, so I'll bring up a different example that like so with like author statements and trying to find a context where it's correct. So like this is one of like the most like, or at least it used to be years ago, one of the most like talked about things is that Tabata and a Q&A and a volume in between said that was like the 10th physically strongest mage in Black Clover. And then when the data book came out, it gave his physical strength ranking, and he would have been nowhere like close to like top 15. And there were multiple characters that were lower on him on that list, the first list, that were now above him in physical strength. And people were saying that like, oh, that's a contradiction. That means that like Tabata's statement like can't be taken to be true. But then if like you look into it a little bit, you see that the physical strength ranking came out before the Witch's Forest arc.
Yeah.
The data book came out in the middle of the Elf Saga, which means that it could just be that wasn't physical strength training as much because there's implications that he stopped doing it as much after he got Bell because he's going to focus a lot more on magic because of Bell. Whereas these other characters could have just focused more on physical strength because of Asta's influence throughout the series. Like, for example, Klaus. So like, that's
Klaus,
another example of like
he got forgotten.
Yeah. But like that's an example of like 2 statements that seem contradictory, but if you actually look or think about it, you can very easily say that it's not contradictory. I think that's like statements where you can take, but if you had to like go through multiple hoops of like, oh well, if this is the thing, and if this really means this, and that and that, like okay, well at that point we should probably just appeal to death of the author because
exactly.
That's a bit too like
And it's just like a little like diesel. So I feel like now we're just like post debate discussion. So like, you want what are your conclusion on the debate here? Let's say that we can continue talking afterward, but I just want to like
Okay.
what do you think is a conclusion?
So I'll just give like my conclusion, and that is that so with all the statements that Kid Buu is the strongest in the anime, with the implication from the I guess a mini arc of Goku and Vegeta and Buuhan's stomach, that implication that they got a lot stronger, and with the context of like Vegeto's being the strongest statement, and then paired with okay, well Goku got a lot stronger, and now he's being called the strongest in the universe. In the anime, I think it's Kid Buu is stronger. There's even one statement that implies Kid Buu's in a completely different league, which could imply a huge gap. But I don't know. There at the very least, Kid Buu I think is stronger. But again, I'm strictly speaking the Dragon Ball Z anime.
Yeah. So for my conclusion, I want to say is like I still like stand what I said earlier, which is I think this is a very 50-50 one, depending on how you want to go about narratively or power scaling. Even both you can like give to it, but like I feel like narratively can lean farther to one and power scaling lean farther to the other. It is also like I feel like I could definitely argue this a lot better if I had a lot more prep and like actually the kanji to translate, like fact check everything, use the context. I feel like this could be a good video. So hey, anyone watching this, man, shit, be my homie, help me out, make that video. And I feel like there's like a lot of arguments on both that can be fair. It just truly comes down to your personal preference of what you think is more reliable. Do you think the You think like the narrator of the story is more reliable in like the translation you're getting, or do you think the actual intent, like clearly, you know what I mean, like the intent that was going down here, the context, everything around it, what makes more sense for the story? Which I know is like I guess taboo and power scaling to like look at it like that, because like nah, man, he fought Gohan inside Buu that was full power at 1%. He's a Giga Chad now.
Yeah.
Shit. So it really comes down to like what you want to like honestly interpret it, because like I said, there's a lot of contradiction shit, which I've shown anywhere from stating that Buuhan is the ultimate Buu, and then you have a lot more for Kid Buu. I will say that because the anime was blazing the shit out of him with the the purest evil, absolutely most powerful ultimate Majin Buu. Like holy shit! And I said that so many times. Why did you keep saying it like that? So it's just like, goddamn. Or you have like even Buu tanks. It's like, yeah, the most powerful Boos who ever exist in past and future. It's just like, I don't know about that one.
And so, I will say that if there was no, like, Goku as a Super Saiyan one-shotting Ultimate Gohan,
It'd be a lot more of a fair debate on the
it
power
would
scaling.
be you could a lot more easier say that the Kid Buu statements are referring to, oh well, he's just the strongest, like because he's dangerous or whatever, however you want to interpret it. But with the the implication of that Goku and Vegeta got way stronger, I think it adds a lot of support to that.
The only way I feel like I can, like, if I really wanted to like argue out of that hole is even though they get that stronger, like I said, we do agree like maybe like 5 times for the strength of Buuhan, and I'm only saying that because knowing how like Toriyama scales, like he doesn't think like 8 times B for Tara like the official answer is. He thinks, for example, Zamasu, like Mer Zamasu, isn't this Zamasu time Goku Black? No, it's just 2 Super Saiyan Blues of powers. So technically that means he's a 2-time in strength though narratively, but it's just like, no, it doesn't work like that. But it said, I just personally think that's what his intent there. But if I really wanted to like neck beer sweat this shit, the fact that he's able to compete with a Goku and Vegeta A time B plus rival amp that is superior to Goku time Gohan, which at the time Ultimate wasn't a transformation, it was his baseline, so that's even worse. I know we talk about transformation later because that's what everyone commonly take, but back then, that was just like, that was his base. Because there you have all the statements like, no, you don't even need Super Saiyan, man. Your new base is that stronger, bro. So
oh
yeah, it's insane.
So you brought up earlier about Ultimate being a transformation. Is that just taking from Super?
Yeah, sorry, Super sadly like retconned that. I think there was some debate before.
I don't think in Z or in GT that it is form. I think it's
it's always been base or ref ambiguous because we always see him power up with that order. And like I said, it's just the fact that he has like Kai, like Supreme Kai's like, no, you don't even need to transform. And you could argue that was like, for the narrative that Gohan is fighting as a human, which we seen later in the Super Manga versus Afra. Where he's like, no, I'm gonna fight as a human, so you can just like, he's a bit more on his human side, his full potential. He doesn't need the Saiyan shit. He doesn't need the like bullshit power ups. This is his full potential, Because at the same time, like if it wasn't a transformation too, Gohan stupid as shit. You're telling me he's getting his shit kicked in by Buuhan and doesn't like, okay, Super Saiyan 2 1 shot, like. So yeah, like I said, and that's more to talk about like some weird inconsistency, especially with like later information found out.
Yeah,
and like or even information within there, like that one thing that never made sense. Like shit, back then it was applied to be base form. Why didn't he go Super Saiyan and win? Dumbass, like shit. Is that the ultimate Gohan that was said to be the strongest, the one that transformed? Like shit.
Yeah, because I actually found a guide that said that Gohan could beat Super Buu without even going Super Saiyan. It's like, okay,
exactly.
Well, why the fuck did he not go Super Saiyan again?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about with all these statements. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. It can be true, but it's like later get retcon or it's just inconsistent. That's why it got retcon.
Yeah. And then like in GT, which we know that at least in that timeline, Gohan never stopped training after
Oh
after
shit!
the Buu saga,
Know that.
and he can go Super Saiyan on top of it. So it's like, why the fuck didn't he do that
Oh,
in the fucking Buu saga?
like Gohan, my boy, I love you, but you're dumb as shit, man. You dropped the ball with Cell, and now you're dropping the ball with Buu. God damn it!
Yeah, but I mean, then again, it's also like there's so many times in Dragon Ball where it's like, how the fuck are you starting with your weakest transformation and slowly
Right?
progressing over time? Like,
It was like you're
I get it
telling.
sometimes, like Jiren, that was a great way to show like Goku like slowly
Conservatorship.
progressing through his forms.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, but it's like, why are you starting in Super Saiyan? Like,
No,
go blue.
this makes me wonder how strong Free is to God, because God wasn't worth. I mean, Free wasn't worth blocking, but God was worth a finger to block. So,
Yeah,
right, dude, that the Jiren power scale comparison for the forms go hard. Like
Yeah.
Super Saiyan didn't do shit. 2 slightly move. Free, like, it maybe got like it ends. God, I need to block that with a finger. With power scale, that shit.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, dead meme and imperative. Our debate's pretty much done. So if you want to unmute
Yeah.
yourself and join the
That's
conversation,
true.
go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still recording just for fun, so like shit, just know that. By the way, I want to ask you a quick question for fun. What do you think is the most impressive feat in Black Clover?
I would have to say it's hard to say. It's got to be like Glamour World stuff or Asta defeating Lucifero who fused the Tree of Cliff
Yeah.
off.
So I think for me, it might be from Nock. Because
is it like creating the world or whatever?
No, it was when he created that like versus the twins, Wilf and Nanam, when Nock created the that weird concept where your statement is not like they impossible. They destroy stuff that wasn't exist. Like blatantly like saying like he just created a concept of them playing hide and seek for eternity. So like that
was a world. That's what I was.
Is it a world? Because he said it didn't like actually exist. So like you could. It is
a world of no light, no life or death. But yeah, I think it's still it was like a world where those things didn't exist.
See, the thing is, like, you're saying that it's gonna be a world, but you could also interpret it as like a concept, and especially with their magic being revealed to burn, like all reasons, so like they can burn the concept, and that's why they were able to do it.
Yeah.
And if you want to take that, that's not like a 5D feat, if I remember correctly. Concepts are like 5D. Maybe this is like a Giga Wink interpretation.
If you wanted to take the whole thing of like actually destroying concepts purely through power, which it's implied to be a form of hacks anyway, but if you wanted to say it was purely through power, that'd be like outer. But
yeah, you'd also need to imply that, or not imply, but show evidence that the concepts are out of Versal and Black Clover.
Oh, that is true. I mean, you could say that Dante casually, like, destroying the cat that is, like, the concept of fate, and, like, the stream of fate. It could be impressive. And, like, I'm pretty sure fate's pretty high there in scaling, too. Like, I'm talking about, like, you can make these weird, or, like, I'm talking about, like, your real created Odin, like, level of bullshit.
I mean, if we're talking, like, the most insane arguments, yeah, I've seen people use
have some weight.
Concept stuff to try and argue out of Black Clover. Yeah.
This chapter is when people started arguing out of Versal Black Clover because of the concept stuff, but you typically, and that's actually a debate within power scaling itself, is that some like thought of like some schools of thought for power scaling, it's like if you transcend a concept, then you're out of Versal. But then others like, oh, like no, you need to transcend the concept of space and dimensionality itself to be out of Versal. Transcending the concept of a chair or the concept of love.
Bro, the king anti-chair concept goes hard, man. He beats you up and steal your bitch. But like I say, truly, the ultimate form of power scaling for concept has got to be that Dorothy Orny fan. That shit gets you money.
Oh my god.
I
He's got a
still
supporter.
right, dude. I still can't
Dude.
believe, man. You was like, dude, my god, man. I can't believe Tabata drew some Dorothy cake, and it was like, buddy, here, show me,
Dude.
show me,
You
shut
know
up
what
and
the
take my
funniest
money.
thing is?
What is?
It's like, so you know how he was saying that I was like being dumb and for saying that support and withstand are synonymous?
Yeah,
And then he showed like 3 different dictionary where they looked up
he
synonyms.
did the
looked up
wrong
synonyms.
support.
Well, yeah, and then I went to the same website he used, looked up synonyms for withstand, and it literally listed support as one of them from the literal
fucking
same
wild.
dictionary website he was trying to use to debunk me. Let me see. I'll try and drop it in.
I
Dude, I
don't
was
think.
laughing so hard
Sorry,
last
yeah,
night.
I missed the stream you did on that because I had a D&D session.
Oh, I was
at the
watching
time.
that shit while I was at
but, like,
work. It was great.
Post the stream.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch the plot at some point.
Because I was like being like incredibly like calling him like stupid and shit, and I really don't like that. But I don't know. I hate it when people are so smug and then they're like, when people are smug and they're just incredibly wrong. It grinds my fucking gears.
Yeah.
Like this is from the same website he was trying to said I was wrong, and it just literally lists support and withstand as synonyms. It's fucking hilarious. But Dead Meme, he's posted 2 more videos about me last night, and he lied again. Those videos.
Is this man?
Yeah.
Does he not know how to take the L?
So he thought that the meme I posted. Which did you see the meme I posted to Twitter yesterday?
I did not. Hang on, I can check.
I'll link it. I'll link it for you in here. He
Okay.
thought that was my like official response to his video, and I'm like, dude, you really think a 90-second meme where I literally have clown music playing in it, and I don't say a single word in the video is my actual response to you?
Oh,
Like,
hang on, is it that one? I think I saw
Yeah.
that in the Discord.
oh, okay,
like
yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, I
and
think
so
we
like,
linked it up.
so I made a TikTok responding. I'm like, dude, like, I was gonna make a TikTok responding to you, but you said so many things wrong, I cannot fit, but that might debunk into a 10-minute TikTok. So like,
why not just make it a
editing-
video?
Yeah, that's why I just edited my live stream.
Yeah.
It's like shit. I was being fucking like I was calling him stupid, but I mean honestly, he fucking deserved it. Like,
dude, I still
Yeah,
like
so-
when you make the thumbnail for that video, just like shittily like edit the Gojo. Nah, I went to nah, I'm like nah, I'm Brian.
yeah.
Shit,
But-
man, you got. I might spend $10 to get my one artist friend to do that for you if you want. Shit.
Yeah, but like he fucking lied again last night because then when I told him that wasn't my response and I'm gonna be linking you my response and I posted to YouTube, he responds to my video, leaves out me saying that it wasn't a response, and then he's just like, instead of responding to me, you ran to Twitter, and I'm like, dude, that was a meme. I don't and then he's like, why did you tag me on Twitter? And I'm like, I don't know your Twitter. And then last night I noticed that he has one of those link trees in his TikTok where his Twitter is not even listed. So how the fuck am I supposed to find his Twitter?
No, your response be instead of coming to me, you ran to TikTok like a bitch. Why didn't you respond on YouTube? Why didn't you just say that? Like use his logic against him.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. And so he's basically backpedaled because he said that Magna was the only person in Black Clover to create a spell, and he's trying to say that creation magic. He said creation magic isn't a spell, but then he also said that they were spells. And then I think he realized that I think he didn't realize at first that creation magic is stored in the grimoire as a spell.
Mhm.
And then but now he's backpedaling and he's trying to say that I misunderstood his points, and his point was that Magna's the only one to have written his own spell, like actually put his pen into his page, which actually there's actually no evidence that he actually.
I see. No, I can debunk that right away.
How they do it anyway. When it comes to like creating a new spell, it's based on just like applying your knowledge of your magic attribute and magic control and stuff.
Well, I can already debunk.
For example.
Dude, what's funny too is that you just because like he's trying to argue that only creation magic is when like you created your spell, But Yami created like Black Moon like consciously, and it's not creation magic.
Well, real quick though, you can
I get
debunk him
even
instantly with the magma though, because he didn't write it in his book. That was the whole point. That if he wrote it in his book, he
yeah.
would have been able to use it again. No, he wrote it
Yeah.
down on a piece of paper that he was able to throw, like the spell.
Yeah,
one.
literally.
And it was like a
Yeah.
one-time use. But then we
It's
later
like
see
a
him
rule.
doing it again. Sadly, it got like neg.
Yeah,
hard.
it's not like it's a one-time use ever thing. It's
He
just
has
because
to
it takes
rewrite
so
it.
long to make the rune array,
Yeah,
so it's not something you can do in combat.
dude, imagine spending
Yeah.
half a year to remake that shit just for the paladin to say no.
Yeah, not really.
Exactly.
No. Oh,
Probably-
bro,
probably
half power
Um,
magma would have gone insane.
manipulation.
What do you mean imperative, like AP and speed, or like inverse scaling for Zagrid?
I think bro's asking about because they were
Daggers in
talking
below the
about
Dark Disciple.
smart character debating. It's like debating how intelligent characters are compared to each other and stuff. Kind of like power scaling.
Oh, in terms of intelligence and manipulation. Oh, that's a lot harder to even try and.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I mean,
just
he
wa-
has to be pretty smart to have a plan 500 years in advance and for it to like work to a T, except for anti-magic getting involved.
right, and the same thing, and that's not even anti-thing. That happened to Lucius, man. Like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You know-
to be fair, with Lucius, actually, it's not even necessarily just, oh, it happened to Lucius too, and Lucius, like, used Zagrid. There's also the fact that it's not even something that either of them could have accounted for, because we find out that Asta literally breaks fate and, like, fucks with how
I mean,
timelines are created.
he was fated to not have magic, not be broken as shit. I'm just saying. So he just instead of having
Well,
magic, he just got anti-magic.
There's the whole thing of like Lucius not being able to see the future of the timeline that
Yeah.
Asta's created
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
and all that.
so, like, my thoughts is you could almost argue that in terms of intelligence, and I wouldn't even say almost, I'd say actually it's probable that Zagrid's smarter than Lucius because
Yeah.
Zagrid doesn't have time magic to see the future or timelines.
Yeah, exactly. By the way,
Lucius did. And so the fact that Zagrid's plan could go that close to happening without having the ability to see the future like that is actually probably a better feat than what Lucius did.
And let's be honest, the only
because
reason why it
Lucius
failed
had,
because of Lucius interference.
His plan was lesser in advance in terms of years, and he had time magic, whereas Zagrid didn't. Like, it's actually pretty wild.
Oh man, you know what's even more wild? Shit, man, I lost my train of thought.
This TikToker's cooked because
What do you do?
I have the fucking scan of because he thinks Magna when it shows him like I'll show when Magna's like writing with his pen that he's writing the spell into the grimoire, but when we actually see the outward panel,
Not grimoire.
like it's not the grimoire.
Yeah, no.
Like
again,
this
it's the whole
is
thing.
what he. It's literally him just drawing the arrays on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact. Did anyone understand the Bleach reference that's going on with Soul Chain?
No.
This is
the
fun.
imperative.
It's a
Sorry,
Bleach
I
reference.
only like relatively recently read Bleach, so
You're gonna
hadn't
find
even
the manga.
caught
You're gonna find it and you can't fear your own world. You know that one guy that has the I think it was the 69 on his cheek? One with like my the one that was under Tojin, like Vice Cap. Tohei. Yeah, maybe.
Tohei.
You know, the one I fear my blade, it looks like something to reap vibes, like that guy. Yeah, his Bankai is a bunch of chains that tether you to your opponent, and then a giant spear above you, or some shit like that. Pretty much the spiritual pressure equal out.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard about his Bankai before. I've not read the Can't Fear Your Own World novels yet. I will.
Yeah. But it's a straight up one for one.
I didn't even clock that. I thought when you meant Bleach reference, just because the whole thing of the Soul Chain.
Yeah, Soul Chain is the Bleach reference to his Bankai.
Yeah. That's cool.
Well, that's why I get extra pissed off. He was like, "No, Bleach, Black Cobra copied Naruto." No, it's like, dude, if you read Bleach, this is the biggest Bleach fan of all time. Like shit, man.
Yeah.
It's more
And like
inspired
Carbon
by
had even
Bleach than it
said
is
on
in
like
Berserk.
numerous occasions, but like yeah, Bleach is one of my biggest
Yeah.
inspirations for the series.
What
Yeah.
like yeah, it's just so funny when I'm like looking at it. It's just like, God damn, dude, you're wrong. Like that's a Bleach reference. Like, what are you talking about? Like shit.
Yeah,
Especially like
I-
Libe being in the sword with like, you know, oh no, like inner demon that looks just
Yeah.
almost exactly like the main character. Oh wow.
yeah, the whole
It's like that's
Can I
not a
just say,
Kurama
can I-
reference. That's a goddamn Zangetsu reference.
yeah, it's more reflective of white, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Which also, can I
Really.
just say, as someone, I've been reading Black Clover for years, but I literally only this year read Bleach, and it was so cool, like actually going through Bleach and not only just enjoying it, but also just being able to like point and like, oh, that's where that comes from. Oh, I see how that idea was
Yeah.
taken to make into this, and Black Clover. It was just really cool.
So I the reason why I noticed these references is I have the advantage of I like at the time I read all of Bleach. I think was either in 1 day or 2 days.
Oh,
I mean,
my gosh. I think that it's just Brian reported by TikTok because I just got a community guidelines violation.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got reported for abuse behavior. That is
That's-
actually hilarious.
You can fight that, right?
I don't know. I mean, honestly,
Because, like, with all the insults bro was throwing at you unprovoked and
Yeah.
all that, you just call him
Yeah,
out on
like-
his shit logic.
I mean, I
Horrible
was
argument.
I called him a coward multiple times.
Oh my
I didn't call him
God.
stupid, but I mentioned his stupidity. But I bet you that he reported it.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. He seemed to be a salty bitch like
Yeah.
that. But
He is a salty.
I just want to say like yeah, like I read all of Breach at the same time, and I went like one sitting. Same thing with Black Clover, pretty much to catch up to the Spade arc. So like I got like oddly good memory when it comes to stories. For example, like you can name a part of Naruto, I can find the chapters in a moment. So like I just like references like that is so clear to me. That's why I find it weird that people are like, oh, yeah, Black Clover is such a hard rip off of Naruto or like even like heavily influenced. It's like no, if you like read Naruto and read Black Clover and like and all these other series, you know, not read only one manga, you can see.
Yeah, it's like the whole fucking meme of guy who's only ever seen Boss Baby. Wow, this John Wick movie is giving me a lot of Boss Baby vibes.
Right?
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Or that's why I dude like Twitter had like done one like all my life I've been like the biggest Naruto fan. Twitter made me hate Naruto fans. Because holy shit,
Oh
are they
yeah,
like,
no,
like
I'm
dumb.
pretty sure
Well,
I've said something pretty similar.
There's a
to
difference
this,
between
but-
Naruto fans and Narushians.
You mean Boruto
Yeah.
fans, you mean, but shit.
Oh, sorry, that just reminds me of there was a while when Nappa, another guy in the server, he's pretty chill, but there was a while where he just became a Boruto bot.
Oh no! That's so
I haven't
sad
seen
to
Nappa in the
see.
server in forever.
He's
Boruto
around every
got
now
him!
and then.
Han.
Yeah, also, can I just say, this is slightly off topic, but Zapping Stream, your model's heat. Sorry, I just had to say something.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, I think, yeah, bro, actually, that's pretty
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I'm.
Yeah,
Good old
does it-
grandma
Yeah,
was
if,
on
you,
one door.
if you flex, does your avatar move its arms to flex too?
I heard Han. I guess I'm showing on when we go in settings. I have yeah, I gotta unlock shit real quick. 1 second. It's very. My artist's gonna redo it. Yeah, hotkeys. All right, so I got a couple hotkeys. Let's see. I did not turn on the hotkeys. Oh no, yes I did. Yes I did. Oh, okay. Let me just turn that off. Shit. Yeah, I can take off my
shit.
hat. I got the ultimate shrug.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah. Now I do have the hand tracking is shitty, Han. If I like pull up, it's very hard to get into like camera. Do I have it off? Is that why? Do I have it off by mistake? Somehow the hand tracking themselves isn't on. Let me find it. God, I need to talk to him about the default pose of this. I was like, oh, I got me. This is so cringe.
Hit the 50s horror movie pose.
Yeah, for some, did I turn off hand tracking? I don't remember how to turn that shit on.
Oh.
Not even attempting it. It's not the best. Don't get me wrong, but that's not due to the artist. It's due to the fact that this isn't like fully there yet.
That's hilarious.
Trying to find it. Why can't I find? Oh, okay, there we go. That's where it is. Track and type. And all right. Now I'll turn this back on. The way he shows that, dude, I hate how it shows my lip. All right, there we go.
Oh shit!
It's very, like I said,
That's cool.
there's a lot better ways, especially like for this to be a 2D model, like so you can flip by hand. The artist is not familiar with how to do hand tracking at all. So I will say that. So like the fact that she's able to do this for her first.
I mean,
time,
especially if this is like a first attempt, that's crazy.
Yeah. So when you just focus on one hand, it's
Oh.
like it's really difficult because I feel like it's my camera. If I moved it to the side, if I do the Mr. Beast pose, for example, like it lose tracking. But if I keep it within like my
Oh.
shoulders, like it is like here, it can kind of keep up. And I think this isn't a problem of the model, but like the software or my camera. See like this, this is the far boom, and then we lose. I do know there's like stuff you can put on your hand, which I don't have. This is just pure camera tracking, by the way. Pure camera.
Okay.
Not, so there's gonna be a lot.
like,
It can go a lot
cap
further.
load, right?
Yeah, no cap. It's possible. And like shit, it doesn't even help that it's not even fully like. Oh wait, I forgot to turn it back on. That's why. I don't even have it like correctly to the right. What do you call it? Resolution in my camera. I got a 4K camera, and this isn't like have the right resolution too, so the tracking could be better.
Oh damn.
But yeah, I got my little
That's
hat. But yeah, I'm gonna like once I pay off my credit card debt for this model, I'm gonna. It wasn't that bad. I say it was like 800, which for like a model like this, that's like really cheap. And I also paid extra too, like get it done like a little like quick, like express. I got express shipping on my model, all right. And, yeah, and also the fact that they ain't used to this art style, so it's really good. And I'm gonna get I want to stay with this model because I'm very loyal and they're a pretty great person to work with. So like every now and then I'm gonna have them like do updates on it. Like the only like real issue I have is kind of like the turning like the shape of the face a little bit. That doesn't mean it's bad. I'm just OCD shit.
Yeah.
I say Rico, like look at the little color jiggle. Look at that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it is really good. Really good.
Yeah, that's heat, dude.
Yeah, definitely. And so the model is I don't know why I'm not moving my mouth now. Like, what's going on? Like, da 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 da. I swear, sometimes it's like to be funky too. I don't know why. Especially with my eyes. Apparently, this track can say I got small as shit eyes. I don't know how that happened, but I don't know how I feel. Like, man, I gotta like open my eyes big. Shit. So. Yeah, it's really good. And my old model was a 3D, and like so this is pretty impressive for me. I like 2D. So I think it's like closer to the art style. Pretty great overall. Shit, I can post the reference sheet for the character too if you guys want. Like,
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. Go for file, stream, art. Vtuber.
Working on the Universal Black Clover video.
Yeah, it should be fun. And here's like the model in its entirety. Yeah, I do streams. I'm gonna do after this. I'm gonna be streaming some Xenoverse too. I'm trying to get like that top 100 glory points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh hey, fellow Xenoverse enjoyer.
PC?
Unfortunately not. No, I don't have anything to run it on PC. I'm on Switch, bro. I'm struggling.
Oh, that's hilarious. Dude, I recently got I spent a lot of money on a capture card so I can stream my Switch. I've been playing some like Pokemon Unite and shit.
Fair play. But yeah, funny story actually about me and Xenoverse. I did have it on PlayStation 4,